Okay, good morning everyone, and this is the second video for this series on EURJPY. Or is it playlist? Yeah, I think that's what YouTube calls this kind of videos. Calls the setting playlists. So this is the second video for the playlist. So initially, the first we did in the first video was to identify our zones. Excuse me. What we did at first was to identify our zones on the weekly time frame and then on the daily time frame. So now we're back on the weekly time frame, and next we're going to do is to identify our trend lines. So let's see what trend lines can we see on this weekly time frame. You can see a trend line here. I can see a trend line that goes like this. The irony is I can stretch it even further. Hold on. I can stretch this further. I can stretch this further like this. But you can see it's not acting as resistance. So we'll just take it that this trend line has been violated. Let's change the color to black. And then this will be our weekly trend line. This trend line doesn't have much relevance honestly because it's already been violated. But it's still good just for the sake of practice. So we have another trend line like this. This is also our weekly trend line. And then we should have another one that we can take from this point. But I'm wondering if it would be better to wait to take it off of the daily time frame only, or if it's alright to draw it from the weekly. Okay, so I think this is alright. So this is actually this is our shortest, but it's actually our most relevant weekly trend line. And depending on how the price movement is on the daily time frame, it might have been more relevant for us to draw it on the daily. But let's go down and see if it bears more weight as a daily trend line. It's not bad. Okay, there's no need to change it. But we do still have a daily trend line here. And draw it like this. But price has already violated this trend line. Let's zoom out a bit and see what else we can draw. There are quite a few trend lines that we can draw. We can even draw one like this. But similarly, this trend line has also already been violated. So let's delete these two violated trend lines. And then let's draw the only appropriate daily trend line that we have is like this. So this is our most appropriate daily trend line. So let's change the color. And this will be our daily trend line. Okay. Yeah. So that's it for trend lines. Next thing we're going to be doing is to identify our trend origin and drawing out our market structure on the next video.